Good morning, students. My name is Sandeep Sharma. I am your English teacher, and today I am here with a poem, My Mother at 66. It is our 12th class students. So, before we read about the poet and the poem, let us understand what does the title of the poem suggest. In this title, we see there is a mother, and she is 66 years old. That means she is very old. She is the mother of Kamala Das, who is the poet of the poem. Okay, she has written about her own mother, and now let's understand the life and works of Kamala Das. She was born in Malabar, Kerala, in 1934. A South Indian writer come poet, you can say her. She is recognized as one of India's foremost poets. That means she is very much famous. This much famous that she stands in the front line ahead of many other poets and writers. Her works are known for their originality, versatility, and indigenous flavor of the soil. That means her life, you can say, or the works are very original. Original means the way you think, the way you feel, the way you assume, in the same way you choose to express yourself. That is about being original. Versatile means when you include many different topics, aspects in one section, you become versatile in that. And indigenous is all about bringing the nativeness or the feel or touch related to a particular area, country, or any topic. Okay, so she has done this in her all works, I would say. So Kamala Das has published many novels and short stories in English and Malayalam under the name Madhavi Kutti. Madhavi Kutti is her pen name. It's a name, a pen name. What does it suggest? It's a name used by a writer instead of their real names. Okay, so some of her works in English include the novel Alphabet of Lust, 1977. It was published in a collection of short stories, Padmavati, the Harlot, the other stories, 1992. In that year, it was published, and in addition to 5 books of poetry. That means apart from that, she was also the poet for 5 other books. Okay, she is a sensitive writer who captures the subtleness of can say human relationships. That means she is that writer who can feel the pleasure and pain of others very deeply, and who can understand the things which are difficult for many others to perceive and understand. So she is able to capture all those can say subtle aspects of human relationship, and this poem is a glaring example of her can say her poetic skill. Now, before you read the poem, before we start reading, let's read this out. What this you can say column says. It is that aging is a natural process, and have you ever thought what our elderly parents expect from us? So through this poem, what does the poet wants to say? I would say that the poem here tells us that the cycle of life is inevitable. The cycle of life is very important. We are born, we grow into young men or women. Okay, then youth comes. Youth brings us energy, joy, and many more things. But these things are not permanent, and are followed by an old age and its anxieties, and finally death. Okay, this is something what aging process means. We age, we grow old, and finally one day, one day you can say we feel that we are quite incompetent, and now we need somebody, and that's why they have some expectations from us. Now it's a question for you students to understand what do your elderly parents want from you. Okay, so now let's start reading the poem. So in this poem, see this. Let's start from here. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me, doors open mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse. Okay. Now, driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning. Driving means she is in a cab. Okay. She may be in a car or a taxi. She's driving and she's driving to Cochin. Okay. She's going somewhere for a long stay. It is appearing. Now she is not alone in the cab. She is with her mother. I saw my mother beside me. That means her mother is also accompanying her. Okay. Doors open mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse. That means she is appearing doors. Doors means when somebody sleeps lightly for a short period of time, that is doors. She is also appearing open mouthed. Okay, she may be breathing in and breathing out. Okay, open mouthed. Her face ashen like that of a corpse. That means her face is ashen. Ashen means she has lost all the colors of life. Her face is colorless. Her face is appearing ash. And she has compared the face of her mother with a corpse. Okay. Again, you read this line. Her face ashen like that of a corpse. That means with a dead body, she has compared the face of her mother. That means her mother is really old, very old, and she is not appearing alive enough. Okay. And after that, she realized with pain that she was as old as she looked. That means she felt with pain and sadness that she was very, very old. It was clearly appearing that she is not going to live longer. Okay. Now she is feeling sad, but soon put that thought away and looked at young trees printing merry children spilling out of their homes. Now, because she is feeling sad, now she wants to feel some fresh, or she wants to change the mood. And for changing the mood, what does she do? She looks out of the window of the car. She looks out at the young trees sprinting. The young trees sprinting. Okay, the trees have been shown to be sprinting or racing. Okay, the merry children spilling out of their homes. The other picture is of children who are alive enough, who are happy, who are jovial, and they are coming out of their homes to play and enjoy their life. Okay. Now here, through this, I want to bring one context. The poetess gives us a comparison and contrast of her dozing mother with those of young trees sprinting, okay, who are full of life, and children who are very happy. So one picture is of old and another picture is of young. So this picture, through the contrast, she is giving us. So but after the airport's security check, standing a few yards away, now she reaches the airport. The airport security checks happens, over there. Standing a few yards away. Standing a few yards away, that means she is standing at a distance from her mother. And till now, she was, or you can say, she was in a oblivious stage. She was not thinking of her mother. Suddenly, she recalls her mother. She thinks of her mother, and she looks again at her mother. I looked again at her, wan and pale. That means she looks at her mother. She was appearing wan and pale. She was very weak and she was very pale. That means her face was almost, can say, white. Okay, out of weakness. She was appearing wan and pale as a late winter's moon. Now, see, students, here she has compared her mother with the late winter's moon. Now, what does, first of all, late winter's moon suggest? a moon of late winter is quite dim and dull. Okay, because of fog, because of mist, and because of the dark clouds in the winter season. Okay, now she has brought a comparison. What does she actually want to say? Actually, she wants to say that you know, any moment the moon in the late winter can be hidden by these clouds, by mist, or by, you can say, fog. It can be hidden. Similarly, the poet's mother is being approached by death. Who is approaching? Time is approaching. Okay, how? In the form that time is slipping away. Okay, so she is being approached by death, and any time she could be swept away by the time. Okay, so this is how she has brought the comparison between a late winter's moon and her mother. After that, what she says, and felt that old familiar ache, my childhood's fear. What she is saying here, uh, she is feeling the old familiar ache. This old familiar ache is something I want you to understand in the context. It means that this is not for the first time she is separating or departing from her mother. This is not for the first time. That means during her childhood, many a times she has departed from her mother. Okay, many a times, she has left her mother. Maybe she was studying in a day boarding school, and now she may be living somewhere else because of work or study. Okay, she's not living with her mom. During her childhood, whenever she left her mother, whenever she departed from her mother, she must have felt some fear, some pain. Okay, and now since she is departing again from her mother, she is feeling the same pain. Her childhood fear returns. She is feeling the old familiar ache. Okay, and after that, but all I said was, see you soon, Amma. That means she was standing there at the airport security check, and she did not say anything. She just said, see you soon, Amma. That means she wanted to say that they will definitely meet again. Okay, but the poet knew that her mother is not going to live long. Okay, she was very old, and the poetess is thinking by the time she would come back, maybe she would find her mother dead. All right, so in that state, what she does, she just does a smile, smile, and smile. See, read the last line. All I did was smile, smile, and smile. So, what does this smile suggest? It is, it is something consolation to her mother. Okay, by smile, she's just trying to ease the situation. In other words, we can say that she smiled with the expectation that her mother would translate it that the daughter was not worried about anything, and therefore there was no need to worry about their meeting again. And she wanted to say that they will meet again. It was a final goodbye. It was a tribute given by the daughter to a mother in the form of just an expression. Okay, so students, here we complete the first poem. Okay, I hope you have cleared your all doubts about the poem. Still, if you remain in any doubt, you are free to comment in the comment section. You can ask a question. Okay, you can ask a particular, you can say phrase, a particular line. What does this suggest? All right, before you can say you leave this video, before you leave this class, you go through the poem again, once again you rewind the video, you see that again, and you just understand the areas that you should be able to explain. What are those areas? It is, the way to airport, the pain of separation, okay, how she attempts to encourage her mother, all right, how she attempts to forget the pain, okay, how she describes you can say her mother, and how she compares her mother with we can say there has been two comparison actually in this poem, okay. One with that corpse, okay, and another is with late winter's moon, all right. Another expression here, the childhood fear, okay, and the last line when she says see you soon amma, and she just smiles and smiles, all right. So students, thank you very much for staying with me, and soon I'm going to make another video on the question answers of this poem. Till then, stay healthy, stay away, and keep maintaining distance, okay. I'm saying social distancing, all right. Okay, you got it. So thank you very much, students. Bye.